Hello, everybody. This is Big Daddy Brian, and this is my baby mama with all the drama.
Hi.
That's how you say your name.
Oh.
No, I don't want my name out there. But we're back again to talk about One Piece. But specifically, we're going to rank all the arcs in One Piece pre-time skip. Because, what arc are you on?
Dressrosa.
Yeah, she got it. She's on Dressrosa right now, so we don't want to go anything past the time skip. Are you ready to start, though?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do this so there's 21 arcs in the pre-time skip. And we're going to do 1 is the best arc and 21 is the worst. And I'm going to go in order of the arcs that we saw it in. Okay. So you're going to say, oh, Romance Dawn, let's make that 15.
What's Romance Dawn?
I'll tell you in a bit.
Okay.
But I'm just giving you an example of an arc. And then at the end, I'll read you the list. And you tell me if you want to keep it the same or you want to change some things. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I put Alabaster at 21?
Already? Not yet. Relax. Okay, so the first one is Romance Dawn. That's the
first one?
It's like the first 2-3 episodes. It's when we meet Luffy, Zoro, and then that's when they leave Kobe so he could join the Marines and everything. It's before they go to meet Nami in Orangetown. No. Where would you put it at? It's like a beginning arc, so it's okay if you put it mid or the last couple.
That one I'll put at 11.
11? Okay.
No, do 15.
You want to do 15? Okay. But what do you think about that arc, though? You thought it was alright? Mid?
Yeah.
It was whatever?
I thought it was whatever, but I didn't like Kobe.
You didn't like Kobe?
At first, and I was like, he was crying.
Yeah, but then he manned up. He's not the same no more. He's different. What about Orangetown?
That's Nami's?
That's Nami's and Buggy's. That's when we meet Buggy for the first time. Mm-hmm. And it's where we meet Shushu. Remember? It's when Luffy goes and Buggy's taking over this town. And then we meet Shushu.
Oh, is that where he was about to get beheaded too?
No, not yet. You're like, oh my god, I can't remember all this.
What is Nami getting
She's not. She's just. It's the first couple episodes, baby. It's not. Okay. It's not to that arc that you're thinking about. Let's
do 18.
You want to do 18? Did you like that arc? I think that's the arc you got into One Piece fully.
Yeah, I think I liked it.
You think you liked it?
I don't remember.
Because I remember you were like, oh, I like it now. I like it because of Shushu.
Why are you exposing me? What's wrong with that?
It's okay. All right, so the next arc is Syrup Village where we meet Usopp. Where would you put that?
Put that at 20.
A 20?
Yeah.
I thought you would put that Oh, that is. Yeah, you're right. It's almost the last one.
I don't like him.
What'd you think?
Like him.
At that part, I think you kind of were bored, right? You didn't want to keep watching?
Yeah.
Because Usopp was just
he was crying.
He was always crying. He was always doing something.
He still cries.
That's true. He does cry. And I told you, too. I was he's going to get better. You're going to like him. And then, post time skip, that's when I started getting used to Usopp and, liking him. But you're kind of I don't like him still. He's still annoying. Why is he in the crew? He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he's always crying. He's always looking for a way out.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, that past part where he was the only person to save
the fairies or whatever.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called. The Tontadas.
And Robin was already turned into
a doll.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And he was literally walking away.
Yeah. Running away.
So that's why I don't like him. He's still a punk.
You're I don't care about him. Okay, so now it's Barate. That's where we meet Sanji. In the little restaurant. And then he joins the crew. Where would you put that? Do you remember it?
Let's do 14.
You want to do 14? What did you think about that arc?
Whatever.
You didn't care?
No.
I thought you liked Sanji.
I did like Sanji. Mm-hmm. But doesn't mean I'm going to like the whole arc.
Are you saying you didn't like when Sanji's chef dad got cut off his own leg just to save Sanji? You didn't care about that part? What about when Luffy was fighting Don Krieg? The guy, he was the golden guy with the armor. You don't remember? Okay, guys. It might seem like Elaine doesn't know, but she knows. She just needs pictures. Because she doesn't remember these people's names. But it's okay. But this is where we meet Mihawk for the first time.
Mihawk.
Yeah, remember the guy with the eagle eyes? That cuts up Zoro like nothing?
I remember. Mm-hmm. And he was all Luffy, I would never let you down.
Yeah, I'll never let you down again. I will be the strongest swordsman in the world.
I'm going to still keep it at 14.
Same 14?
Yeah.
All right. What about Arlong Park? That's where...
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm putting in 10.
You want 10? What did you think about that arc?
I thought it was sad. It was good because it had a good backstory. Why she did what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Nami? It was good, yeah. Nami, yeah.
Were you, like, surprised to see, like, what happened with her past?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she was just, like, cold-hearted.
Yeah, you're like, I don't care about her. Because I remember you were kind of annoyed of her, right? You're kind of like, I don't care about her. She's just, like, whining all the time. Yeah. She's always getting mad at Luffy and Zoro for nothing.
She still does that.
That's true. You're like, I don't care no more. Da, da, da. But then this arc, you were like, I feel bad for her. Oh, my God. And she was basically, like, a slave to the fisherman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about Logtown? That's the part you were thinking about, where they go to this town and Luffy's about to get his head cut off by Buggy.
That one put 5.
You really like that arc?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I feel like you're going to change that.
Okay.
You're like, I don't care. And that's the first time we see Dragon, remember?
Yeah.
You're like, who is that guy? Who is that guy? Like, you were very, like, curious.
Yeah.
And I was like, baby, don't worry. You'll find out. And I was like, you'll find out, like, 400 episodes later. And you're just like, oh, my God, 400 episodes? I'm like, it's okay, baby. It'll seem like nothing sooner than later.
And then I found out.
Were you shocked about the reveal?
Yeah, I really was.
You were like, what? He's Luffy's dad? At first, like, I really thought they were going to say anything about who Luffy's dad was because, like, most animes just don't care about the parents. Mm. It's just like, they're the parents. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
That's what they usually do. But that was 5 for you. What about Reverse Mountain? It wasn't that many episodes. It was when they meet Laboon and they go up to the mountain to get into the Grand Line.
That was cute. I like Laboon.
Yeah.
Let's do 13.
13? Okay. Why'd you like that arc?
Because it was cute.
Just because of Laboon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you were getting teary because, like, he kept ramming himself into the mountain.
And then when I saw the backstory why he did that, I was like, ah.
You're like, he just misses his friends. That's all it is. And that's the first time we meet Vivi, too. Because Vivi wanted to eat Laboon, remember?
That's right.
So how are they going to explain that to Brooke? That Vivi was trying to eat Laboon. Okay, what about Whiskey Peak? It wasn't that long of an arc. It was when, like, it was the first island that got into the Grand Line. And they met all the bounty hunters. And, like, they were being too friendly with them. And Zoro stayed awake even though everybody went to sleep.
Oh, that
remember?
That one.
And Zoro cut up, like, 100 of them.
That was kind of boring.
You were kind of whatever about it? Where would you put it?
16.
16? Okay. It's not bad. What'd you think of it, though? You just thought it was all right?
Yeah, I thought it was all right. Like, I thought it was crazy that... I think the only part that made it good was the guy with the voice.
Oh, yeah, where he's like, oh.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Ingram. His name was Ingram. And then plus, it's the first time we see Zoro and Luffy fight.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But I still think it's a dumb fight, low-key. Because it doesn't fit the characters. Luffy, up to this point, hasn't shown that he doesn't trust his friends. So why would he just fight Zoro for no reason? Because remember, Luffy was like, oh, you cut up the people that gave us food? Like, why didn't he trust Zoro more than the people he just met?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
That is pretty weird, but I don't know. Maybe he found it was, like, disrespect too because they welcomed him. True.
But I still feel like it's just out of his character. Luffy has never done anything against his crew. He's always trusted them to the max. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
What about...
I agree.
You agree. What about Little Garden?
Which is that one?
That's the one where they go to the second island, the Grand Line, and that's when they meet the two giants. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then that's when I think Crocodile sends people to the island. Mr. 3, the little girl that paints, and then the guy that has little boogers on him and poop.
Mr. 3 was already there.
Yeah, he was already there, and he was just waiting for them. And this is the arc where, like, there was, like, wax, and, like, the wax was, like, trapped with Vivi, Zoro, and Nami, and the wax was, like, slowly covering them.
Yeah.
And Zoro was like, the only way for me to get out of here is if I cut off my legs.
Oh, yeah, I remember,
you remember that?
That was funny.
Where would you put it?
And
this is
12.
And this is the part 2 where, like, Usopp starts getting interested in giants. Because every time, like, a giant gets involved, that's when Usopp's like, Elbaf.
Let's go with 12.
You want to go with 12? Little Garden.
And that's where Nami got sick, right?
Yeah, that's when she got the little mosquito bite. Mm-hmm. And then Dr. Kuriga, she was like, the only way you would get this sickness if you were just wearing like a tank top and just got bit. And Nami was like, no, that didn't happen. So where would you put Drum Island? That's the next arc. That's where we meet Chopper and we see his whole like sad backstory.
11.
11? But what do you think about that arc?
I felt bad for Chopper.
Yeah. He was like a monster. They were throwing rocks at him.
Not a monster.
That's what they were saying.
He's a human.
He's a raccoon dog.
He's a raccoon dog.
Mm-hmm. Where would you put Alabaster?
21.
You want Alabaster 21?
Right there.
Why do you hate Alabaster so much?
I don't know. I feel like it just took forever. Like, forever. I feel like every single arc had some type of drama or some type of...
Like, something was always going on?
Yeah, like, or not even drama, like, something that has, like, an eye catcher, and Alabaster did not.
Well, in Alabaster, they were, like, traveling to different cities.
Yeah, boring.
And Crocodile was always there and, like, trying to get them to, like, break up or whatever and kill them.
It's boring.
And plus, there was Smoker, there was Ace. There was a good amount of stuff in there.
I mean, it was not as good.
But you're putting it, like, last, behind Syrup Village. Okay. Like, in Alabaster...
You're asking for my opinion.
I know, but I'm just telling you.
Why are you judging it?
But I'm just telling you, in Alabaster, you had Ace, you had Smoker, you had Tashigi, you had Zoro get his new sword, you had Mr. 2, Bon Clay.
Right. I love Bon Clay.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that arc is better than Syrup Village at least.
I'm gonna put it there.
All right.
Is this your list or mine?
I put my 2 cents, guys. I put my 2 cents. I'm just saying. What do you think about Jaya? That's the island they went to before they went to Skypiea. That's where they met...
Blackbeard?
That's where they met Blackbeard and Noland.
Who's Noland?
Noland's the guy that went up to Skypiea. Oh, yeah. But his ancestor was there. I forget his name. Yeah, and he was like the only Noland's ancestor, and he was always getting made fun of.
Yeah, because... Yeah.
Nolan was a big fat liar. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What would you say? And this is where we also saw Bellamy get punched by Luffy in one shot.
I feel like that one was pretty good, but it's not good to be number 9.
Yeah. I don't think it's your top 10. You want to do 17? I think that's respectable. What do you think about Skypiea?
That one was pretty good.
You liked it?
I'm going to give it that a 9.
That's good. I low-key thought you would hate that arc. Because when I first watched this, I legit did not like this arc.
Why?
I thought it was boring. I couldn't, like, keep my interest on it at all.
That was me with Alabaster.
Alabaster was, like, more fun for me because we met Ace and all that.
But why? Skypiea had that electricity, dude. It had, those...
You don't even remember.
I think something like, though.
I think I was getting more annoyed because I was like, I just don't care about these people. Because, like, you know, they're making a big deal about the Skypeans, and they're also making a big deal about the people that lived in, like, the island before they went up to Skypiea. I forget what they're called, but they were there. And then Enel was kind of like whatever. A lot of people consider Enel, like, one of the best villains in One Piece. And from Enel, the lightning guy.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just over here like, I don't care about this guy, like, at all. He was whatever to me.
See? So, where would you place Skypiea?
I think it would be, like... 15 for me.
You're such a liar. Like, that was so boring. You're just...
Look at you go. Yeah. I think this arc might be, like, the hardest for you to rate where to put it. It's called Long Ring... Damn, I can't say it. Long Ring, Long Land. You remember that one? That's when we met Foxy.
Who's Foxy?
Oh, wait. I think I skipped this arc for you. I did skip this arc. Okay, guys. So... I knew this arc would bore her, so I was just like, I'm going to skip it.
That's your point.
And I know some of you guys might judge me for letting her skip this arc. But you guys need to understand, I forced her to watch One Piece, and if I let her watch this arc, she's probably going to drop it. Because she's dropped the One Piece like a couple times. Because she's just like tired of some stuff. And I just felt like I didn't want to give her this arc and let her be bored. So I was like, I'm just going to skip it. So I'll rate it for you. I'll put it 19.
No.
You want me to just take it out?
Is it that boring?
I think you would have not liked it at all. Because there was no stakes to it or nothing. It was just like a fun One Piece arc.
I like how you didn't tell me that. You said it was a filler.
Did I tell you it was a filler?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because some of it was filler. So it was like an arc that had filler too.
Liar.
Whatever. But it was an arc that had filler in it too. So a lot of people do not like this arc at all. I like it. I think it's pretty fun. You want me to put it on 19?
Sure.
Because I feel like you will not like this arc. Water 7. Where would you put that?
That was Robin, right?
Yes. That's when she got taken. It's not including Annie's lobby. So it's just Water 7.
The 6.
You want to put it at 6?
Yeah.
What do you think about that arc?
I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was good too.
I don't remember.
I remember you liking this so much that we just kept watching and watching and watching.
It was like back to back.
Yeah, we were watching I think we watched the whole thing in 2 days, 3 days.
How many episodes were there?
There was 25, I would say. 25, 30.
So dramatic.
But you kept watching it. You weren't taking breaks or nothing. You were kind of like, oh, Brian, put it on. I really want to see what's going on. Because there was so much twists and turns that you're like, this is getting good. Usopp got beat up by Frankie. Good. Frankie and Usopp became friends. Frankie was...
Wait. Is that where Luffy fights that one guy?
The pigeon guy?
Yeah.
That's not... It's not
Eni's lobby?
It's Eni's lobby.
Okay.
But that's when, the betrayal CP9 happens. That's when,
the betrayal... Can you change my thing then?
Where do you want to put it then?
Put it at 4.
You want to put it at 4? This is, a really good arc that you really liked. And I was like, wow. She loves One Piece. Okay, the next one is Eni's lobby. I think this might be a tough one for you, where you want to put it.
Can you name the other ones?
No, you have to pick now. Remember? I told you have to pick now, and then I'll give it to you later. You have a couple more, 4 or 6 more.
Well, I haven't seen any other arc that has really caught my attention, so let's put it as number 1.
You want to put it as number 1? What'd you like about this arc?
Everything. Luffy and that pigeon guy. He kept fighting. He never gave up. Well, he's not the person to give up anyway.
Nah, he never gives up.
And then Robin was like, I want to
live. And then Luffy got his gears, Gear 2 and Gear 3.
Oh, yeah.
And he beat up Blue Note like nothing.
Yeah.
And what cracks me up about that arc is Blue Note was considered I think it was the 4th strongest.
Yeah.
So every single other one was weaker. And they had Chopper, Usopp, who else? Nami, all fight them, and I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
It just showed, even Luffy at, his, basic level could beat. But they can't beat. Anything else you liked about the arc?
Nami, defeated that one person with the bubbles.
Right? Nami, yeah. Khalifa.
Yeah. And that was really good because she really put her powers to use.
And then, what'd you feel about the Going Merry being destroyed at the end?
I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
This is also the arc, too, where they showed Luffy's grandpa, Garp, at the end. He came in to try to capture Luffy, but he was like, I'll just give you a free one. And that's when Garp revealed who Luffy's dad was. It was a really good arc. You don't remember this?
No.
Oh, my God. She does not remember anything, guys. I have to jog her memory. But it was a really good arc. I really appreciate it for, how good it was. There was always something going on no matter what. And Spandam, I hate that guy.
The pink hair guy?
Yeah, the guy that was beating up Robin all the time.
I like how you're kicking your foot
I know, they can see me. They're like, he's a horse or what? This arc, I feel like you're going to want to change it later for something else. Thriller Bark. That's where they went to the Halloween type of trip.
That was pretty good, I'm not going to lie.
So we met Brooke. Brooke was revealed to be the person that Laboon was waiting for. Brooke saw his whole crew dying.
Let's do 8 on that one.
You think it's better than Skypiea? You're like, I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know.
They're gonna judge me. Stop.
No, they're not. They're gonna be like, oh, that's not that bad of a list. Sabaody. That's where they go to the island that where that one mermaid gets kidnapped, and they all try to go find her. That's where we see Hachi again. That's where we see the guy that Sanji's wanted poster looks like, and that's where Kuma comes in at the end and blast all the Straw Hats away. And that's where we meet Law, Kid, and all the worst generation.
Let me change my Thriller Bark.
Where do you want to put Thriller Bark then?
Put 7.
Thriller Bark 7 and Sabaody 8?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you like about that arc, Sabaody? You're like, I don't know. That was whatever.
That I met Law.
I
was introduced to Law.
The one thing about her, guys, she really likes Law now. I think when we first saw him, you were kind of like, wow, who is that guy?
It's like, wow.
And he had cool powers. And, it's funny because the anime made him, less badass. Because the first time he gets shown to Luffy, he does the middle finger to him.
I don't remember.
It doesn't show in the anime. I'm just telling you what
in
happened
the
in the manga. And then I think he does it again. He does it again to Doflamingo and Dressrosa. Oh, but it's not going to show it in the anime. That's kind of whack.
Cut off the part where it's like comic.
They're not going to care. Okay. Amazon Lily. Where would you put that? That's where Luffy gets taken to...
By Boa Hancock. Mm-hmm. That was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. 6.
You know, people don't like that arc. And I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I think they just didn't like... I don't know what they didn't like. But some people say they don't like this arc. And I'm like, I love it. Like, I feel like it was such a good setup for what he does next. Because it shows him having hockey. And it showed him, like, meeting Boa Hancock. And I thought Boa Hancock was funny. I love her moments.
She was funny. She's like... You're below me.
She was like all serious and then, Luffy.
I know, she did everything for him.
All right, we have 2 more arcs. So you only have 2 and 3 left. Where would you put Impel down? That's where he goes to the prison to get Ace.
3.
You would put it at 3? What would you like about this arc?
Put any zombie at 2.
Okay, but why do you like Impel down?
Why?
Uh-huh.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why.
You want me to tell you why?
You want me to tell you why you like it? You like this arc because that's when we get our favorite guy ever, Bone Clay. He comes back, Mr. 2, the dancer, and then we see Luffy going from like the top of the prison to like the lowest, and that's where we meet Buggy again, Mr. 3 again. That's where we meet Jinbei, and then we see Blackbeard again. We see Magellan again. It was just a good arc. I feel like you really liked it because of how Luffy was trying to get for Ace. And you really thought Luffy was going to catch up to Ace at the end, huh?
Yeah, it was sad.
And then you're like, oh no, he didn't make it in time? No, he did not. And I don't know how you felt about Ivankov. He was the one with the big head, purple hair. The one that would like put like basically like steroids into Luffy's body.
Oh, I liked
him.
Oh, him.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him. He was funny.
Yeah, he was
with
a funny
big
guy.
Head.
And then like I like how at the end they just like used him as a ship.
Yeah.
Not as a ship, funny. But like as a ride to get to the ship. How do you feel about the last arc we're gonna talk about, Marineford?
Number 1.
That's your favorite arc?
Yeah.
Why is it your favorite arc?
Well, it's my saddest arc. But it's my boy.
My boy Ace died. This is like the arc that I feel like really surprised you because up to this point, like you kept seeing Luffy go through everything and keep getting it done. Like he would save Nami, he would save Robin. He just did everything he could for his crew. So like if it's his own blood, or not his own blood, but his own brother, you would think he would do the same and get it done. I mean,
like he was about to, and then he had to jump in front.
It was Ace's fault by the end of the day. Ace was the one that wanted to protect his own brother, Luffy. Because remember, he jumped in front of...
He's an older brother.
Mm-hmm. But it was Ace's fault for going back, though, because they were about to escape. But Akainu said something about Whitebeard, and Ace was like, you can't be talking about him like that, and just wanted to fight him. And then Ace died.
Your voice crying.
I know, Ace died. I can't believe it. But it was such a crazy arc for so many reasons. Like, this is the first time we see Whitebeard and, like an actual battle, and we were like, who is this guy? And then he died too.
I know.
But it was kind of whatever because he was kind of old already. So it was expected for him to die.
It was really good too. That bird guy.
Yeah. I forget his name. I can't remember right now.
Phoenix.
I just call him a pineapple guy. Marco.
Oh my God.
Marco. Yeah, he was good. I really liked him. Buggy. This arc made him like number 1 for me. You don't care about Buggy?
I don't like Buggy either.
You see a pattern guy? She doesn't like Usopp. She doesn't like Buggy. She just hates annoying characters.
You know what though? Before I watched episode Ace dying.
Oh, you got the spoiler?
I got the spoiler on TikTok, and when I saw it, I asked Brian. I was like, "Does Ace die?"
She couldn't believe it. She was like, "I can't believe Ace dies. What is this? Is it worth it to keep watching now?"
No, not even.
No,
I asked you. I asked you if Ace dies, and you're like,
maybe, I don't know.
He was pissed, though. You could see it in his face.
Yeah. Are you ready for me to read your list from worst to best?
Okay.
Your worst arc in One Piece that you say is Alabaster.
Why do you say it like that?
I'm just saying. You think it's the worst arc? You say it's Alabaster, then Syrup Village at 19, 19 Long Ring Longland, 18 Orangetown, 17 Jaya, 16 Whiskey Peak, 15, Romance Dawn. I got, like, tired from reading that part. 14, Barote. 13, Reverse Mountain. 12, Little Garden. 11, Drum Island. Is there anything you want to switch right there?
No.
No? You like your list right there? All right. Time for the top 10 by B. Okay, 10, Arlong Park. 9, Skypea. 8, Sabaody. 7, Thriller Bark. 6, Amazon Lily. 5, Logtown. 4, Water 7. 3, Impel Down. 2, Annie's Lobby. 1, Marine Ford. You like your top 10? I like it too. I feel like you had a good top 5. I'm kind of surprised that you put Logtown so like high up.
Which one's that one again?
That was the one where we meet Smoker for the first time. And it's the place where they go to before they go up the mountain.
That one was funny.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Because he actually had to fight someone who had
Logia. Wow, see, you do know. You know. All right, guys. That's it for us. If you want to put your top 21 arcs in One Piece, put it down in the comments. Tell us what you think about Elaine's list. And remember, guys, she could barely remember what half of these arcs was like going on. I had to jog her memory. But it's okay. She does love One Piece. You're like, I don't know. Maybe. Shout out to you guys for listening. I really appreciate it. Remember, you can find the audio for this on Spotify, Dream Ghost, a One Piece lover. And I think that's it. Is there anything I need to say?
No.
Like this video. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you guys. Bye.